Yes, my people. How you doing, man? Big up to you. Big up your chest. Big up everyone. 11th day of fasting. Big up to the one person in the building. You can see me. Whatever you're doing, smash the like button. What I wanted to do today is I'm going to attempt to choose a Premier League team um, of the season so far. I'm going to need your help as well. Well, actually, I'm not going to need your help, but your suggestions in the comments will also help me as well, along with this as well. So, big up to the one person watching me. Don't know who you are, but big up to your chest anyway. Make sure you smash the like button. If not, whatever. So, yeah, without further ado, let's bring up the table. So let me see, is this what size? Yeah, this looks like a decent enough size. So what we're going to do here is I think we're going to go for maybe a 4-3-3. Could do a 4-2-3. No. I think we're going to stick with a 4-4-3, 4-3-3. That might be a little bit easier. Okay. So the position we're going to start off from obviously is the goalkeeper, and then we're going to work our way up to the front line. All I ask is you smash the likes, share if you need to, and just, you know what, comment, on the players as well that you feel that you think should be in this starting lineup or for team of the season. So it's only Premier League players. It's going to be teams. Well, it's not. It all depends on who's performed this season so far. I don't know about putting injured players in because I think that's unfair. So it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit weird. Some of the players you might see in the team. However, let's see what we can do. So let's start off with goalkeepers. So this is going to be quite a hard position. So we look at the goalkeepers that's performed this season. So let's talk about goalkeepers in their perspective minds. So we know a top keeper is Alisson, currently out, I think, to the end of the season. He's been phenomenal for Liverpool throughout his career. He's been good this season, but he's also had some injuries as well. And I don't know whether I can add him to this lineup because of his current injury at the moment. But Liverpool at the top of the league. Sorry, they're at the top on points with Arsenal. And he's played a big part in that. So I don't know whether to add him or not. I don't know whether he has actually been the best goalkeeper in the league this season. So let's think about other goalkeepers as well. So we can talk about Martinez. We can talk about Vicario. I don't. Even though Ray has been half decent, I don't think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. So I don't know. Picking Raya in goal seems a bit. I don't know. Shout to the assembled in the building. Hope you're well, my friend. Listen, anyone who thinks of a goalkeeper that's been a goalkeeper of the season, put in your suggestions because I've got something in mind, but I just don't know. I don't know whether it's the actual one I want to choose. So talking about goalkeepers, you've got Martinez, you've got Edison, who's currently out injured at the moment. You've got Raya. You could even say Onana's having quite good season. I know he balls up earlier on in the season, but see, it's difficult. Vicario, who we got? Do you know? I think Chelsea's goalkeeper. I think he's half decent, as well. I can't remember his name. I think he's decent as well. But would if you was choosing a goalkeeper now, who would your goalkeeper be? And that's the big question. So, oh, this is a difficult one, and this is probably the most difficult pick, I think, because I think all the rest probably choose themselves. But oh, I think Vicario has been good, but he does bottle it every now and again. But I think Vicario for his Premier League debut, I think he's been quite good. He's made some good save. He has made some every goalkeeper in the league will make a howler at some point. So we all know that. Oh, so the assemble says Spurs, City, or Martinez. Do you know what? I'm kind of leaning towards Martinez or Vicario, one of those two. I don't think Edison's always good, isn't he? He's always good. So I don't know whether I want to add him. Is that a Martinez and Vicario, I think. And for me, do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? Oh, it's a great point. But has he been a great goalkeeper though this season? That's the whole point. Shout out to Rosie in the building. I don't know if Raya, for me, I always get nervous with Raya. When I see him in goal, I always get nervy with him. He's made some good saves throughout the season, but I still get nervous with him. Do you know what? And I'm gonna pick the goalkeeper. I'm gonna pick the goalkeeper based on this. Villa are third in the league for a reason. Um, you know, I think Martinez is a brilliant goalkeeper, and part of the reason is not just because of the goals they've scored, but part of the reason they're up there is because of Martinez in goal as well. And for that reason, I'm going to pick Martinez over Vicario because I just think Vicario has been brilliant this season, but he's had his moments. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for Martinez. So in goal, and yeah, hopefully it works. I hope this stuff doesn't. I hope this stuff works. So let me see. If I choose the goalkeeper, put in Martinez. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. So yes, we'll start with Martinez first. So Martinez in goal, and what we can do next, and I think the centre backs kind of pick themselves, but I want the chat to get involved as well. Make sure you sub to Football Bantz channel, like the video, spread the love, please and thanks. Stats don't lie, apparently. The assembled cracks me up. Rosie, all good stuff. Yeah, so the centre backs for me are quite clear for me. Let me know if you think they're different. So the first centre back, I think the left centre back for me, so you've got Gabriel, you've got Van Dijk. Who else has been good in that position as well? Who's City's? What's his name? Who's the City centre back? What's his name again? Ah, I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Guys, you're gonna have to help me. Let me see the centre back for City. Centre back, City, Man City. I can't remember his name. Came from Dortmund. What's his name again? Akanji. Does Akanji play on the left side of left side? Is he a left side centre back or is he right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But for me, I think there's a clear winner when it comes to the left sided centre back, and it has to be Van Dijk. Um, Gabriel's been good. He's been very good this season. But for me, it has to be Virgil van Dijk. I know, against Man United, he wasn't that great, but when you look throughout the whole season so far, he's definitely been a standout for Liverpool, and that's one of the reasons why they're up there. So I'm going to choose Van Dijk, the left centre back spot. So Van Dijk, and let me know if you disagree with what I'm choosing, because obviously I want to see what your opinions are as well. So Van Dijk goes as the left centre back. Moving on to the right centre back, this is going to be a biased one, but we can talk it out as well. So let me check my centre backs as well. So let me just check here. What I should have done is brought up my players as well instead of just going through it. But I was so keen to actually share. I was actually so keen to share my Premier League 11 that I just got a bit gassed, and you know how it goes. So let's look at centre backs. So if I go into here and then I choose, so centre backs, so Saliba, Shaw, Romero, who else? Who else we got here? Akanji, you got Diaz, Stones, who's been out injured quite a while, Dunk. But to me, again, there's only one player I'm choosing. And remember, this is my Premier League 11. So, do you know what I mean? I'm going to be slightly biased, but I think he's been great this season anyway. He's had his moments. He's had a couple of lackadaisical moments. But for me, he's still outstanding. People forget how young he still is. So his name begins with S, and it ends with A. His surname, and you guys know what time it is. It's William Saliba. So far we have goalkeeper Martinez, the two centre backs of Van Dijk and William Saliba. So moving on, let's choose a right back first. Ooh. So, and people are going to school me for this because there's a big selection here. So we've got Ben White, Carl Walker, Trippier, Trent, Matty Cash, Pedro Porro. Thinking who else? Who else has been good in that position? Those are the standouts that I can think of right at this moment in time. I'm just thinking who else has been a standout so far. Kanji's there, centre back. as a unit, the Arsenal defensive goalkeeper has to be in there with a shout. They've conceded at least. No, I totally, I agree with you. However, I've got to be a bit balanced. I can't be 100%. I can't be 100% biased. From once again, defensively, I think Ben White's been the best. It depends what you want. It depends what you're looking for. You know, Trent and Porro, you're going to have assist kings. They're going to be, you know, very good going forward. Trent hasn't been that bad at the back this season, but then again, he's been injured as well. So I don't know whether he goes into this team. You know, obviously he's the best out of all of them when it comes to assists and attacking. But I like my right back to be balanced, and they're called a right back for a reason, because you know what? They need to get back to defend. Yeah, it's no point being an attacker. You might as well just stay up the pitch and just rely on your midfielders and centre backs to back you up. Nah, we need a player that's going to be up and down the pitch, marshalling, you know, the right hand flank, and just doing what they need to do defensively. So I look at Porro and I look at Trent, and I think they're very good attacking wise. Are they as good defensive wise as Ben White? I don't think so. Ben White has also added to his game recently that he can actually cross a ball, he can attack as well. So, as much as this is a difficult one. Matty Cash has been decent as well this season, but also as well, he's been a bit wild sometimes in his tackles. Yeah, 10 to go, man. Make sure you smash the lights, people, man. Come and spread the love here, bro. Everyone. So my right back is going to be, based on the season he's having so far, I'm going to choose Benny Blanco, because yes, I'm biased and I think he's defending better than anyone at the moment. So putting Benny Blanco right there. So left back. Once again, I think there's only one guy that should go here. He's had a fantastic season. Plays for Spurs, unfortunately. Udogie, I think he's done well. Let me just see any other left backs. Let me check. So other left backs. So you got, see the English left backs. Let's have a look. Premier League. I think Udogie though. I think he's been a standout left back this season. Let's have a look. Kivior's been good playing in that position. Robinson's been good as well for Fulham. You know, Robinson's been really good this season. Ooh, let's have a look. Let me look at the stats between Robinson and Udogie. So Udogie's played like 810 minutes, and he's got a score of Udogie's played 620 minutes, and he's got a score of 68%. Compared to Robinson, sometimes you've got to do the stat thing as well. He's played 810 minutes and he's got 64%. To be quite honest, yeah, I've not really watched a lot of Robinson, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about him. but Udogi's played less minutes and he's like 68% as well. Udogi's been really good this season, and he's he can score a goal as well. So it's difficult coming into the Premier League as a youngster like that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Udogi for the left back position because I think he's been outstanding this season. So let's put him in there. Right. So as you can see, there's my back five or back four, if you want to call it, if you don't want to include the goalkeeper. There's my defense. So goalkeeper is Martinez. Right back is Benny White. Centre backs are Saliba, Van Dijk, and your left back is Udogi. So moving on to the midfield, we have three in the midfield. Okay, so once again, I would say, and it doesn't matter. It's just the midfield that I'm choosing. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's DMs or CMs or whatever, attacking midfielders or whatever. I'm going to choose three midfielders that I feel have been the best this season. So let's think about it now. And let me go through my list of centre mids as well. I've got an idea. I think one person that we could choose. Let me think about it. Let me have a look. So I just have to bring up my centre mids currently. Centre mids. Let's go to midfielders. So the two standouts for me again. I think everyone knows already. If you know who the standout midfielders I think that have been in the league so far, put your answer in the chat. If not, I'm gonna name one of them. So the first one is going to be. Let me see. The first one is going to be, and it begins with. See ya. And it begins with R. So the first one, and I've got people here in the chat. They're just quiet. They're just probably like seeing what players is he choosing. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you watching the stream. Okay, so standout for me is got to be Rice. Let's not mess about here. So I think Rice is going in. Let me put him on the right of midfield, which doesn't really matter. So Declan Rice slots in there. This side for me, it's gonna be, and I'm just choosing my team because I know the players I want in here anyway. So it's gonna be Rodri. The centre midfield though, the actual centre. So if we've done a 4-2-3-1, put him here. Oh, what's going on? No, that don't work. So if I don't know how to do this. 1. Which formation should I do? Which one will be the best one? Messing about with formations now. I'm doing a proper Arteta style. Okay, just leave it like that because for me, so when I think of players that have performed this season, obviously you've got your Odegaards. I think McAllister's played well, but he's played more as a six this season as well. Um, I think Odegaard has. I think Odegaard's recently been good. I don't think he started the season very well. I think McAllister started very well. Oh, this is a difficult one. This is a difficult one. Endo's been good as well. You know, Endo's actually had a really good season, actually, when you think about it. Rodri's had that typical season where, nothing, he's just every time he's played, he's not lost. I think Endo's been brilliant though as well though. And Rice. Choosing three DMs would be criminal though. But remember, this is my team of the season, so I can choose whoever I want. Um, oh, this is difficult. Help me out, 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 people, because I am stuck here. I am very stuck. Let me see. Oh, right. Let's have a look at the midfielders. Let's just have a look at the midfielders this season. And I'm not going to get everything right, but I'm going to give it a go. So, list of all the midfielders this season. So, Douglas Luiz has been decent as well. McGinn's been good. Conor Gallagher. Do you know what? Ooh, man, this is difficult. This is difficult. Do you know what? Maybe Foden slots in there then. I think, yeah, I'm gonna choose Foden. Maybe Foden can slot in there then. So Phil Foden, you have that for a moment. Okay, moving up top. There's one guy that I think has been brilliant this season. I think he's been really good this season, and he's a Chelsea player. Oh, it's a little bit cold in here, isn't it? A bit cold, isn't it? So I think you guys know who this is. I think it's Cole Palmer. I think he's been brilliant this season. Um, he keeps scoring. People say he scores penalties. So what? Penalties are part of the game. You know, people talk about work rate and stuff like that, but I think this guy works hard. I think he works hard in training. I think he works hard on the pitch. Just because he doesn't look a certain build or a certain, do you know what I mean, kind of thing, doesn't mean he works hard. I think he's, standout player for Chelsea. I think he's been brilliant this season in terms of his vision of the game. He's only, what was it, 20 years old, and I want to see more of this guy next season. I want to see if he can produce this type of level and better next season, because I think he's been outstanding this season. And I think he's going to go on to have a very successful career. And I like him. I like the way he is. I like. I just like. He's not overly boastful or anything like that. He just does his thing. He goes about his way, and yeah, he's a baller, man. Technically, I I've got loads of respect for Cole Palmer. I think he's a baller, in totality. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam, Taib. Hope you're all right, my brother. Hope everything's going well with you, my friends. Let me know, yeah. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Make sure you subscribe as well if you're not subscribed already. So moving on to the left wing now. Who we got on the left wing now? So you know what? I've instantly chose Palmer, but do you know what? Yeah, there's also been Leon Bailey. Saka is probably in there as well. But for me, aesthetically, looking at a player, I think Palmer has been the best out of all of them. Personally, I think he's been the best, and I think he's still gonna, what has he got, like 25 GA or 30 GA or some mad 11 goals or something like that this season. I just think he's been brilliant this season. Left wing. Now, we talk about left wing, we instantly think of like what's his name? Son. Who else do we think about on the left as well? Typically, Rashford, Martinelli, Trossard. Who else? Doku. Thinking of who else as well. Oh, who else on the left as well? I'm trying to think who else. Do you know what I've forgotten as well? Yeah, do you know what I've actually not included as well? This is why it's so difficult as well. Is the guy up top for West Ham? What's his name? The West Ham brother. What's his name? He's been good as well, but I think that's going to be a centre forward spot. So we'll have to argue the centre forward spot in terms of whether he goes there or whether he goes on the left as well. Actually, no, he plays on the right, doesn't he? What's his name? Bowen plays on the right, doesn't he? Let me just check something quickly. Bowen goals. Let's see. I need to see the goal tallies as well. Goals season. BBC. I knew this wasn't going to be easy. So Bowen's got 14 goals compared to Palmer, who's got 11 goals. Palmer's got 11 goals and 8 assists, while Jarrod's got 14 goals and 3 assists. Song's got 14 goals and 8 assists. Man, you know what? Son's having a really good season, man. Oh, you got Darwin Núñez. Oh, man. You got Anthony Gordon as well. He's been good as well. Man, it's difficult. It's difficult. Hello. Oh, this is a difficult one on the left. Got to mention my boy Kai Havertz as well, because he's had a decent half of the season. Jota was having a good season as well. But on the left, oh, I'm gonna have to give it to Son, isn't it? Because he's, he's got 14 goals and 8 assists. Oh, I'm gonna have to give it to Son, isn't it? Any suggestions, chat? Who I should give it to? I think it might have to be Son though. I can't think of anyone else. I don't know. Oh, you've got Palmer. And, do I put in Salah? Do I put in Salah for Palmer? Even though Salah was injured, but he's still a gunman at the end of the day. Palmer's impressed me though, and Salah's been good as well. Oh man, this is difficult. This is difficult. This is difficult. So, oh man, what do I do here? Yeah, that's not a bad shout, you know. Anthony Gordon's been good this season, you know. I'm not gonna thing, you know. I think he's actually been good. However, Gordon's he's got 9 goals. 9 goals, 5 assists. But Son's got 14 goals and 8 assists. Um, the thing with Son though is that he's been good this season, but in patches, I think. I don't think he's been good like most of the time, you know. But he's still got 14 goals, so he's still up there. So that just goes to show the type of footballer he is. You know what I mean? He scores goals. He always scores goals. Um, Even though he struggled, I think he struggled last season, didn't he? But he still ended up scoring a few goals. Um, I do like Gordon though. I really like Gordon though, and that's a good shout. Do you know what? I'm gonna put Gordon in because I like him. I do like Gordon. That's an excellent shout actually. By the way, Tybe. So let's put in Gordon. Anyone disagree with Gordon? Any last minute? Any last minute changes? Please say it now. You've got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In goes Gordon. Right. So now it's centre forward time. The obvious one is always Haaland. I think he's top of the tree at the moment, highest goal scorer in the league with 18 goals. Then after him, you've got Ollie Watkins. He's got 16 goals. Then after him, you have Mo Salah with 15 goals. Now, this is this. You've got Bowen as well. He's been brilliant as well this season as well for West Ham as well. So and Isak as well. Man, this is a tough one as well. So it's out of Haaland, Ollie Watkins, Salah, which I class as a forward as well. Solanke's had a decent season. Bowen and Isak. Um, we've got Liverpool, City, Villa. I'll tell you, he's been good as well, but he recently came good as well. That scrub for United, what's his name? Hoyland, is it Hoyland? But he's not going to make this team so far. Haaland's an obvious one to me, but I don't know. Has he had a great season this season? I know he's up. I know he's the top goal scorer, but it's not. It's not been great, has it? Man, Solanke's dropped off, man, recently, man. I don't know about him. I don't know about him. I think Watkins has had a. I think Watkins has been brilliant this season. Um, Salah, he's been good. He's scoring his goals. So I don't know. A bit of a difficult one. I really don't. Right. Okay. Who would I pick for that position? Haaland would obviously be the one, isn't it? Because he's Mr. Reliable, isn't he? So he would probably be my pick, regardless of what type of season he's having. I just think he's got to be the best striker in the league. You know, the right side is bothering me, man. The right side is bothering me, but based on his performances, I think he deserves to be there. Definitely, Palmer definitely deserves to be there this season. 8 assists, 11 goals. He's performing like a G at the moment, so I'm keeping him there. Man, I'm gonna have to go with Haaland, just because he just does his thing, isn't it? But Watkins as well, man. Watkins has got 16 goals and 10 assists, man. Nah, Watkins is taking that, bro. I don't care. Watkins, I'm putting in Watkins. I don't care what anyone says. Watkins is going in. 10 assists, yeah, and um 16 goals this season. That's brilliant. Should we do some substitutes? Oh no, we ain't gonna do no substitutes. So yeah, that's what my lineup's looking at like at the moment. So start from goalkeeper. Martinez in goal. Right back we have Ben White. Two centre backs are Saliba and Van Dijk. Udogie, left back. In the midfield we have Declan Rice, Phil Foden, Rodri, and up top we have Cole Palmer, Ollie Watkins, and Anthony Gordon. Um, there's probably some changes I could put in there, but I think that team is quite decent actually. I think that's a good team that I've got there. Um, I think there's some memorable shouts, obviously. Haaland, Douglas Luiz, Mike Nogard, um, who else? Doku, I think he's been all right. Conor Gallagher, Caicedo, I think he's been okay. Gusto, I think he's been brilliant. Right back. Robinson at Fulham, I think he's been really good. Endo, I think he's been good as well. Curtis Jones has been really good, but he's injured. Ross Barkley, I think he's been excellent for Luton Town. Obviously Foden's in there already. No Man United player got in, unfortunately, but their form's picking up at the moment. Rashford's been okay over the last couple of games, but he's not been consistent throughout the whole season. Standout players, Hoyland. I think Anana's been decent in goal. Kobe Maino as well. He's worth a big shout in this team. Yeah, definitely he'd be on the subs bench. Newcastle, Trippier. Obviously Joe Linton, but he got injured. He's been good. Miley, I think he's been decent as well. Bruno Gomes, I think he's been good. Morgan Gibbs White from Forest, been brilliant. And Murillo, I think he's been decent as well. Tottenham players, Madison, he's been all right. But he's been injured quite a bit. Ward-Prowse, he's been okay. Alvarez has been decent. Bowen, I think he's been excellent this season. He's had a very good season. Wolves, Who in Wolves? Obviously, you've got Pedro Neto, but he's been injured quite a lot of the season. Brighton. Who can I think about with Brighton? Hardly anyone, because I don't think anyone's really been great this season. But yeah, tell us what you think of my 11 in the comments. Who I need to take out, who I need to add. Yeah, and just let us know. So yeah, that's my Premier League team of the season so far. And yeah, just let us know. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment on the thumbnail, and peace and blessings to all of you. We out.